Hello and welcome to our Week 8 episode of Tuesdays with Tim Camp. And the East Oregon football team just at home and suffered a very close loss in a really back and forth battle between the Raiders and Mountaineers. East Oregon fell 31-25, and we're joined by head coach Tim Camp coming off that game. Coach, these really close games, it seems like they come down to a couple big plays, a few momentum swings. Are there any specific moments or plays that you think really changed the outcome of the game one way or another?
Yeah, I think early on they got a couple fourth downs on us, and we should have got them off the field. I think that was one of the situations that I thought kind of played out in the game a little bit. If we could have stopped them at that point in time. The other one is we muffed a punt return, and I thought that the defense did a great job getting them off the field, and then we're trying to make a play back there, and in these conditions, the biggest thing is I just want the ball back, and I think those two things right there kind of stick out in my mind a little bit as kind of the turning points. But again, I thought, hey, when you come Southern Oregon, Eastern Oregon, I mean it's going to be anybody's ball game. It always has been that way since I've been here, and that's the way those games are supposed to be played. Now, the good guys didn't come out with a win, but I was very proud of our guys. We got the ball back with 6 minutes left in the game, to go down for the win, and we just couldn't get the job done. So, we're back at it. I like what we did offensively. We outgained them and everything. We just didn't get the win, and there's a lot of progress being made in a lot of different areas. And sometimes if you're just a fan, you just look at the scoreboard, and I get that. But at the same time, as the head football coach, I'm looking for some positive things that have happened in the last couple games, and I'm seeing those things. So I'm not pleased because we didn't get the win, but I'm pleased with some of the progress that we've made.
Yeah, so in that fourth quarter entering it, you guys were down 31-15, but the team showed a lot of resiliency to have a chance to potentially tie or win the game on the final drive, with the final score ending 31-25. What did it mean to you to be able to have that sort of effort late in the fourth quarter for the team really to push and give themselves an opportunity to win at the end?
Well, I think what you said, it's resilience, and that's what this team has, and they're starting to find out what their identity is. And, all I can ask for is give me a shot in the fourth quarter. And, we ended up, I think, on the 10-yard line, 12-yard line, whatever it was. And, it was revisited Southern Oregon from down there. We actually were able to put a drive together and get down there and go for the win, and we did down at their place. And we were doing the same thing. It just we kind of fell short of time, and a couple of plays here or there you could have changed, but at the same time being down 31-15, and then to be able to cut it within 6 and get the ball back, I mean that's all you can ask for. And the situation didn't end like I wanted it to, but at the same time, get me to the fourth quarter and give me a chance and give us a chance. And that's what I asked this team to do.
Yeah, and there were some, you mentioned, muff punt. Both teams had a few fumbles in the game. Did you feel like, with it being kind of a rainy, windy day, did the weather have, a factor on some of the sloppiness that might have occurred in the game?
Well, I thought we were pretty clean for the most part offensively, and then defensively we took the ball away from them 2 times to put us in good position. I never, you're in the Pacific Northwest. I never blame the weather. You got to keep track of the ball a little bit better. You got to kind of focus on it, try to get the balls in and out that are dry, and do all those things. And if anything, I think the wind played havoc in our kicking game. It impacted them on a snap. It impacted us on 3 kickoffs. And those things there, you can say it's the wind, but it's unacceptable on my end. With the special forces, we gotta kick the ball in bounds and give our guys a chance to go down there and tackle them. Those are missed opportunities that we won't get back. But at the same time, there's things that you got to be able to deal with in the course of the game, and you got to be able to focus, and you got to be able to do your job. And that's what the emphasis was on Sunday. Just getting back out there and being able to kick the ball and do the things that I know that we can do. But you got to be able to execute when whatever conditions they are.
Well, Coach, you're going to be heading up to Butte, Montana this week, and you've got a good Montana Tech team that was a crazy 50-plus yard field goal miss away from taking down College of Idaho, who won that on a walk-off. So what sort of things this is the second time we're facing Montana Tech, what sort of things did you learn from the previous matchup versus the Orediggers here that you can kind of take into this game on the road?
Well, the number one thing is you got to stop their running attack. They just played a real physical game with College of Idaho, and it was a low-scoring game. And like you said, he kicked a 58-yard field goal. They went up by a point with 21 seconds left, and all of a sudden, they march the field and get to a certain situation, and he kicks a 58-yard field goal, which, I think that's awesome. That's college football. But at the same time, the thing that we learned is what we've been focused on, and that's stopping the run game, and that's on defense, being able to stop their inside zone, be able to stop their power, their counter, and corral that, because they want to run the football. They play a physical brand of football. And then also with us, our identity and the things that we've been able to do is be able to get downhill on people the last couple of weeks and really try and be a physical run team. And that's exactly, take your play action passes and take your intermediate things when they come to you. But at the same time, that you're really focusing on who can run the ball the best in this game and who can stop it. And that's kind of the tale of two tapes right there. You got to be able to. We need to be able to run the football, right, to win this football game, and we got to be able to stop the run if we want to win this football game.
Yeah, and EIU's kind of had some of its better rushing games of the season the last 2 weeks. It seems like the running attack is getting going with Victor Diaz and some of the other backs, and Kai Quinn getting involved as well. But the offensive line seems like they're getting a good push the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, they have, and we got kind of a mixed match group up there due to some injuries, but at the same time, it's next man up. You got to be able to do your job, and you got to be able to win the line of scrimmage. And if you're able to do that, we got some backs that can hit it downhill. I thought Vic ran extremely hard. The line got him 2, and he got 6 more. And that's the mentality of being a downhill running back. And those are the things that we got to continue to do if we're going to be, impactful in this game against Montana Tech. And we're the thing about it is, we still have a winning season ahead of us. You got to win these next 4. But at the same time, the energy levels and the excitement within the team and how the guys are going out to work each and every day all indicate that what they want. Now we got to go and execute. We got to go make plays. But at the end of the day, we got a good group of kids here that have been working, and we're going to go up there with every intention of winning this football game.
Well, Coach, you've got Montana Tech on the road in Butte, Montana. That's going to be this Saturday, October 26th at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. Coach, thanks for joining us as usual, and good luck.
I appreciate it. Mount up.